The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Please confirm audio video. Okay, so thank you for the confirmation. Let's proceed with the recap. In the previous session, we have seen the interesting scenarios of flow, and we understood one situation of Interlogic's previous project. In that, we have seen that we need to create a flow for vendor empanelment. We also done some work on it, like for example, decisions, outcomes, and let me open that page so that we can complete our remaining work. And also you can see we are given name as pending to ensure we are aware that it is yet to complete. So now look at the screen and tell me what's the next step. What should we do next? Good. Now we need to proceed for showing the success message because record is created, but we yet did not inform the customer on the screen about this. So let's go for screen. This is going to be our success message screen. And to the success message screen, on that we are going to show Next. And on that we are going to show display text where success message API name, so underscore I'm giving, and here you can write congrats. The company is suitable to become vendor. Also, you can say the record has been successfully entered in Salesforce. Plus, if you remember, or I can mention, let's say, registered in Salesforce, and the number is, if you remember, we have created a variable. You can say resource to save the record ID. In the last session, if you remember. So here I can write same thing by using insert resource, and I can get that variable data. See, insert resource means what will happen dynamically. It will add the variables data, the resource data into your message. So I'm going to click on the mouse cursor here, insert resource, scroll down, vendor record ID. That's it. Look at this. So dynamically that record ID will also come here or appear here. And it's a success. So we can show in bold, we can show in green color, let's say. Like this, and done. Now this branch is done. Now tell me about failure. What should be the next step? After failure, shall we add a record in the database? Very good. We don't need to. We don't need to. We just need to show a message. Failure message. This is screen. In that screen, let's show display text. Failure message. Here you can write, sorry, the company is not suitable to become a vendor. Reason is equal to low turnover. So how much turnover found? What is the turnover found? What is the low turnover of the customer? But you know that also dynamically can bring by insert resource, and from data entry screen. Where is that? Yeah, turnover. This turnover. That's it. As it is a failure, we can show in red color and done. That's it. Now understand some additional things. Whenever you're done with your work, Click on save, keep on saving. You want to create another copy of this flow, you can go for save as new version also, which is not required in our case. You want to save as a new flow, you can do that. Completely new flow, different flow. You want to save as a template, the way we saw before, 2 days, 2 3 days, various templates like an example. You want to show this as an example, you can do that. Not required in our case. Always remember the inactive flow will not do anything. You have to activate this by the right hand side button. And now after activating, we can either run or debug. What is the difference? Remember guys, we are technical people. So for us, debug is important because debug will give additional and lots of information which is only suitable for a technical person like you and me to do some kind of better planning or analysis. Next, so we will always use debug so we can get some kind of additional information. And please note, one more thing. Now let me click on this debug and let's see what's going to happen. Debug. Okay. Now one extra information for you, which is going to be also useful in your job. In your job, many times you will get such kind of requirements in the office. I will say not many times, but still some good amount of time, where the flow will be in such a way that as soon as you are going to start a flow, you have to give some initial level value from your side or from anyone, but some initial value is required. Then only flow is going to work. This kind of situation also you can see. So please note, at that time there is a facility of input value. Right now our flow is not suitable for that, but I'm telling you for your knowledge, this kind of thing also happen. Next, let's say you are mentioning the tax file number at the beginning, and then everything in the flow will happen with as per that number. Like this, at the beginning only you want to give some number, and then everything should happen accordingly. Then go for this option, tax file number, or any other scenario. Right now we don't need this. Don't need this. So click on run. That's it. That's it. And now, if you see in the left hand side, if you click, look at the power of debug. Because you selected debug area instead of run, you are getting lots of information. It's giving you extra information. It's telling you which user, what version, date and time, or whatever is available. Plus on the right hand side, what is output. So this is a kind of output, or I will say this is outside information, this is inside information. Next, I'm going to give the company name. Let's say I'm going to give some a random company name. Mm, it's not allowing to type. Let me see what is the matter. Let's go to edit flow, company name, welcome screen, data entry screen. By mistake, we have made it true on that day. That's why it's not allowing me to enter. We don't need this. I was just giving you an example. We don't need this. Done. And first of all, save as new version. That is we do regularly. Means keep on saving this flow under this name. Save as new version. This is what 99% in the office you are going to use. Whenever creating flow, just keep on saving with next version, next version, next version as per the changes, but don't change the name. Samsung vendor flow should be there. And now again activate, again run. Sorry, not run, debug, and then proceed. And you can press the button expand all, so it will always keep on showing you left hand side whatever internal things are happening. Next button, company name, let's say ABCD, average turnover, let's say 5,000, which is, or let's say 100, which is beyond our or below our expected range. Next, you can see it is giving this dynamic data, it is giving the output, it is giving the outcome, I will say. Everything is working perfect. Not only that, look at the additional thing, expand all, look at this. Look at this, every possible minute information in the left hand side you are going to get. Now let me tell you why it is so important. Please note, there is a problem with the flow, a kind of negative side of flow. And I think already we discussed about this before few sessions. That the way we have seen the benefits of the flow, I think we did not discuss this. So let me tell you, the way we have lots of benefits of the flow, there is a drawback of flow, which we will discuss in the development. But right now, still let me tell you that there is a drawback of flow. If any error is coming in the flow or improper work is going on, then you have limited we can say approach to find out the mistake. One, Salesforce will send you email about your problem, what error is happening, what can be the possible reason, and then second, by using debugger. We already have limited scope, limited area to find out the issues in our flow. That's why debug becomes very useful and helpful for you. Whatever you can see in this, it will give you some internal information. Next. After that, let's click on finish. Now guys, again we can just proceed and see the run side, the success side of the run. At that time, I'm going to show you one more scenario, how actually the customer will be opening the flow. So see, customer will be going to setup, then flow, and then open your flow, whatever you have. This is one way, okay? Looks some kind of error, and that also internal error. Some kind of error, I think. Anyways, we will try this after some time. So I was telling you, there are two ways by which customer can open your flow, whatever work you are done. One is that going to flow. Okay, now we can see it's working. So some temporary issue sometime happens in Salesforce. You have to just wait and try again. So this is a so the customer will come on this and customer will run, and that's it. This is one of the way, okay. And second way is customer on the home page here also can see the flow and activate the flow. Look at this. This is also one of the flow. You can see. Look at this. Look at this. This is also one of the flow. Plus, not only home page, but even on any record page also, we can see the flow. For example, look at this is also on flow. So these are the famous ways on the home page, on the record page. But going like this is not that much famous way. Anyways, how to use the flow on home page, record page? As told you in the past, in the demo session itself, you will be getting some videos of flow. In that, you will come to know nothing to worry. Now let's run or debug this to see success file or success side. Let's say IBM. Let's say this much turnover. So you can see this is success side where if you enter proper value, green color, all the information plus even number is properly coming, which is record ID. But wait, so is it coming from the record that we created by create record? Let's tally. Look at the ending characters E, Z2, MO, 2L, right? Something like that. Okay. Let's see it's really ready or not. So here search Samsung vendor registration. Whether record is ready or not, let's see. Recently viewed, okay. So vendor 1. And look at this. Z2, MO2L, correct. It's ready. Plus created by Shekhar when 29th of December today 7:38 now just current time. It means by flow we have successfully created a record as well. Next, Please note, now this is a question which came in many companies. What are the different ways by which you can call a flow or use a flow? Different ways. Okay, now I will broadly categorize it as a two-way. One, as a technical person, you will call a flow, and one, as a business user, your client, your customer, CEO, CTO, or CFO, manager. So, like them, if you want to call, then on the home page and the record page, these are the options which are suitable. But technical person, how you can call the flow? There are so many ways. As a technical person, you can initiate the flow. And let me show you all the list, entire list, at least 5 6 options you memorize. At least 5 6 options you memorize. Okay, so these are the different ways by which we can actually do it. So many options are there which are not even related to our syllabus or program, but anyways, that's part of the Salesforce software, and in future you may use that as per your requirement in the office. Because every 4 months Salesforce will bring new features, and no matter how much you study flows, you will be outdated after a few months. So you have to keep on doing study and learning of new things in flow. Also remember guys, one word that they use sometimes in the interview: flow interview. Please note, this is not the interview where we ask questions and answer. No, not that interview. There is a different meaning of flow interview. Flow interview means a flow which is in action. The flow which is in action right now is called as flow interview. We call that as a flow interview. Remember, it's not like interview question. Someone will be sitting in front of you asking question. No, no, not like that. It's like a flow in running state in action. Okay, guys. Now the flow live learning is over. Next, you'll be getting some bonus videos of flow very soon in the notice board. Almost 8 9 videos very soon in notice board. Do so, check them and use them to increase your knowledge. Plus, you will be given some tasks, medium and hard level tasks. Try on your own. Don't give up. Don't try for spoon feeding. It will make a loss of your learning phase. And you may not get the needed skill for job in this program if you take shortcuts. And then you may also suffer like other institute students who during the training program taken the shortcuts, got ready-made solutions from their institutes, support from their institutes for hands-on. Finally, they suffered in the interview market. So, please note, Now I'm going to give you some tasks. Remember, after 2-3 weeks, admin learning will be admin live learning will be over after 2-3 weeks. So the task which I'm going to show you shortly, you can do after admin live is over or admin learning is over. Your entire admin learning is over. Why? Because some points you have here which need some admin knowledge, which you will come to know in future. That's why right now you just understand the requirement, but do after admin is over. Not right now. Okay. So look at this. Do after admin. Right now, not required because some more knowledge you need. Okay. So task one, task two, task three, task four. Everything coming on your screen. No need to type. No need to waste your time in writing. Complete task five. And then 6 completed. 6 done. Okay. Next. Now it's time to talk about next agenda. In that, pay attention what we are going to study, why it is important. In fact, why it is more important than flow, the next topic that you will come to know. Please note that the new journey that we are going to start, what benefit it will give you for your career. Let's see why it's important than flow. Let's see. Imagine one situation, imagine one background. So, guys, suppose let's say there is a situation where you have created in your job some application objects, fields, relationship flows, process builder, right? Sorry, approval process, record type, and etc. etc. So many things. But you have done some mistakes also. It's okay. No problem. It will be adjusted by my manager. You created wrong application. No problem. We can correct. You instead of creating master detail, you created lookup. Okay, no issues. You can manage. Instead of creating a flow to store the data in the resource, you just shown on the screen. Okay, no problem. You can change. You can do this kind of changes. But in the upcoming topic, if you are doing any mistake, then it will not be adjusted by your management. Your manager or senior will realize that you don't have proper knowledge about this topic, and then in your job and also in the interview, success will be difficult. because interviewer will not call such kind of candidate for the next round of interview who are not good with this information. Next topic. And then you will think why they are not calling. You are sending, you have done the round one, they should call for round two, etc. etc. This is a common problem in the IT market. If they found candidate is not quality person, they don't even call for the second round. They don't even tell that we have rejected you. They don't, like, the pattern of HR is they don't want to even waste the time on ordinary candidates. This is how they treat very badly to a technically weak person or weak person's resume. This is the harsh truth of IT industry, HR market, recruiter market in multiple countries. So keep in your mind, you don't have any other option also except making yourself technically strong person or a job ready person. So why this topic is important for a company? Because see, they are going to be quite serious about this topic because it's about security of the company. And no company will make any compromise in the security. That's why. So let's talk about some discussion on security. In Salesforce, we have two types of security. It's a Dell interview question. And security is also considered as your responsibility in the office. Internal, external. And in other company, they ask how you will divide internal, external. You can tell about this like this. And we'll speak about this in detail. But right now, I'm giving you broad explanation. Internal, external. Meanwhile, let me tell you one important thing that as told you in demo, you will be having dedicated career counselor from our company. We have multiple counselors in our company. I hope you know who is your counselor. That person is going to be what will be the person's role in your life. Dedicatedly will stay along with you till you get job, till you make career, and the person, the counselor, will work under my guidance on various ways like when to go for exam, when to go for mock interview, when to go for resume, when to go for a job, etc. etc. On so many things, they will guide you. And if you are not aware who is your career counselor, then after the session, you mail me. Just simply mail me by saying or by writing, I want to know who is my counselor, etc. That's it. So someone will contact you. Next, Now let's continue the journey. So let's talk about external security first. We have seen two types of security. Let's see external security first. This is your, let's say, company. Now, this is your company's business. Any external threat, hacker, or any cyber attack can try to manage, can try to damage the business of your company. And that's why from that external threat, you need to keep your company safe and secure so that any outside intruder cannot come and see the information in your company's business or network. Now, in this case, in other technology, things are difficult, means things are better. For example, let's say there is a company, let's say Coca-Cola, which is using .NET system software. This is company's server room. This is company's campus, let's say. Here we have one security guard. Here we have one security guard. Here let's say CCTV camera. Here CCTV camera. So if any bad guy, this is a bad guy, would like to make attack damage to the company's business, then he needs to enter inside the company, bypass security guards, CCTV camera, go to server room, and then damage the business of the company. Very difficult. But in Salesforce like software, you know, everything is on the cloud. Things are on the cloud. Please note, now the server will not be here. Storage will not be here. It will be somewhere outside of the company on the cloud. So the bad guy hacker can directly connect to the Salesforce by entering ID password and make a damage to your business data. Please note, at that time, security guard and CCTV camera both will be useless because it's directly entering into Salesforce and without going to your company's campus. From his home, he is doing this damage. Because to log into Salesforce, we just need ID and password. Let's say he's stolen somewhere. He got some ID password from somewhere, and that's it. This kind of thing also possible. Next, after this, let me tell you one more scenario. That's why initially in the past, companies used to worry about the cloud computing business model, how our business will be safe and secure. In the past, that used to happen before almost 15-20 years. But now, cloud, cloud softwares are very secure, including Salesforce. And that's why companies like Google or Amazon or various banks are keeping their data in Salesforce or cloud computing because they know security is drastically improved. Next. And now let me tell you what kind of ways are there by which we can make our things secure in Salesforce. Okay. So now, one of the risk area I told you just right now, a bad person would like to log in into Salesforce and make the damage of your business. He only needs ID and password, nothing else. Somehow he got the ID password stolen from friend or employee of your company, or somehow he got the ID password, problem will start. That's why Salesforce is giving one of the very good option for us. Salesforce is giving one very good option for us. And let me tell you, what is that? Salesforce says one of the option for us is IP address. One of the option which you can use in your office, in your job, is IP address. Means what? Means you can actually allow the person to log into Salesforce only when the IP address is matching. Only when IP address matching. Okay? This is one of the way by which you can make your external security secure or intact. Now those people who are non-IT people understand what we are speaking here. So because you might be not aware what is the meaning of this scenario. So remember, every mobile phone in the world has what? What kind of identification number? It is starting from I, then again at the end I. Every mobile phone in the world has a identification number. What is that? Good. IMEI number. International Mobile Equipment Identity. Correct. Similarly, this is World Wide Web, means in simple words, Internet. Here is one laptop, one from America, laptop 2 from Australia, laptop 3 from UK, laptop 4 from India, laptop 5 from Canada. All the devices connected to internet, they also have a special identification number, and that is called as IP address. Simple, like your IMEI number, you have IP address. And if you want to see IMEI number, like what is your number of your mobile, then you can use star hash 06 hash on your mobile. You can type this and it will show you the IMEI number, which is the word, which is the number used by mobile companies to track you. Same way, how we can track the identification number of IP address. Okay, now do one thing. Everyone, go to this website, open the website from your laptop and tell me, is it showing you your IP address? Just type yes or no. Don't type your IP address here. Your IP address is sensitive information. You should not show that to anyone. You should not tell that to anyone, including me also. Only just tell me, are you getting your IP address? When you go to this website, right. Now it is going to show you two versions, IP version 4, IP version 6. In Salesforce, we need only IP version 4, that's it. 6 is not required, 6 is not even allowed. 6 is not even allowed. 6 is not even allowed. Now, let me show you. Look at this. It's showing something like this. Okay, look at this. So this IP address is required. So what we will do now, how we will use this, pay attention, how we can use this IP address to make the thing secure in our Salesforce project. To make the thing secure in our Salesforce project. See, first of all, let's understand how you are going to make these things. External security, how you are going to manage. So you have to contact your manager and say, if we want to keep our Salesforce org safe and secure, then we need the list of all the employees' IP address. All the employees in Salesforce using IP address. We need the list. And after that, we will use this IP address and maintain somewhere in the system. Maintain somewhere in the system. And we will mention in the system that only those people should be allowed where this IP address is matching. That's it, problem solved. Okay. So let's say in your company, there are 20 people who will be using Salesforce. So speak with your manager or the IT department, network department in the company who gave you laptop. If any problem happens, laptop not working, mouse not working, then you are going to contact that people. I'm talking about those people, okay? Contact them and say, I need so and so help. I need a list of IP address, or also speak with your manager. He will get it to you. And this all 20 IP addresses you mention in Salesforce and say, if anyone is trying to log in, and if this IP address is matching, then only allow that person to log in. No matter ID and password is correct, then also allow only if IP address is matching. That's it. Okay. So this is what actually you can do. This you can do. This is one of the famous way to do it. Let's do it. By the way, those people who are coming from some kind of IT knowledge and you heard about IP config, something like this, please type yes. In the past, somewhere you heard about IP config and all, please type yes. Okay, please note that that thing is not used in Salesforce. So you can neglect that. That thing is not used in Salesforce. Okay, please note. We don't use those things in Salesforce. Only that website which I've shown you, from that website, whatever public IP, what you can see there, that only we use. Okay. Next. So now imagine you spoke with your manager. You spoke with your manager and they gave you this list. They said, okay, so you want IP addresses? Then here we go. These are the IP addresses. And they said, this way you can find out. So they said, these are the employees from America. These are the employees from Australia. Now allow them to log into Salesforce or Apart from them, no one should log in. Okay, what is the process? Guys, very simple. Now, then you log into Salesforce, go to setup. After that, in the left hand side, please type network access. Network access, click on that. And let me tell you, once you go to that, you will see something like this. It's saying no record display. That's okay. Click on new. And let's enter the IP addresses. First step, now you have to enter this all IP addresses. No, wait. There is something important you need to understand. Salesforce is saying, first of all, check and see, are these all IP addresses in sequence? Check and guys, tell me, are they in sequence? Yes, they are in sequence. Salesforce says, copy this first IP address and go into this. Then go to the list, copy the last IP address, paste here. Salesforce says, that's it, it's sufficient. Why? Because if they're in sequence, then Salesforce will automatically count all the intermediate IP 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 5, and 6 and 7 automatically. So this way you can save your time, because in the big companies like IBM, Amazon, or let's say Infosys or Google, there will be thousands of IP addresses because of thousands of devices. How you can waste your time in writing those thousands of things? Just mention the starting and ending point. The remaining things Salesforce will take care. You can mention here, they are from which branch, this is from USA branch. That's it, save. That's it. So now this way people can log in only if their laptop is coming in this range of IP. Otherwise it will not. It will not log it. No matter ID password is correct. But wait, we have some people from Australia also. But before that, can you just check and see, is this in sequence? Is this in sequence? Is this coming in sequence? Please confirm. No, not coming. Then what is the solution? You have to take entries in separate mode. For example, click on new button, a separate mode here and here. Wait, I forgot to copy one, or I will say 192, and here also 192. So starting and ending same, and let's say Australia. Let's say this person is from Perth. Save. Separate entries. Now this one, Australia, Sydney, save. Like this you have to enter, and that's it. Now after this, no one can log into Salesforce if this IP address is not matching. ID is correct, ID password is correct, but the IP address not matching, Salesforce will not allow. That's it. That's it. Next. Please note, after getting this, our work starts in SFDC project, and networking guys work is over. Now your work will start. And we just saw how our work will start. That's it. We just enter the details and that's it. Okay. By the way, what is this SFDC? SFDC project? Can you tell me what is the full form of SFDC? What is full form of SFDC? It's a matter of your career. It's a technology in which you are going to spend so many years of your life. So you should know that. Yeah, correct. Salesforce.com SFDC. By the way, I'm assuming no one is doing hands-on while I'm teaching, because if I'm teaching and you're not giving focus in the session and doing hands-on, then neither you learn properly, nor your concepts will be clear, nor you can do hands-on with focus. In the past, students did this kind of mistake and they could not learn the things properly. So please don't do that. While teaching, only focus on the screen. When I'm telling you do hands-on, then do hands-on. Because please note, we are only one enrollment, one batch format. No rejoining or no other batch. And that's why take the best benefit of whatever money you have paid. Don't waste your money. Don't risk your money while learning. No hands-on unless I tell you. Okay. Now next point, which many people don't know in the market. What will happen after IP setting? See. So guys, the way in the bank when you try to log in or you're doing some transaction, even though you are the owner of the account, but then also while doing transaction, it will do one more verification. Any guess what is that? In the bank, in the software of bank, if you are doing some payment, if you are doing some transaction, even though you are owner, it's going to ask you something extra as a confirmation. What is that? Yes, OTP. Correct answer. Similarly, here also, even though the concerned person is correct but IP address is not matching, then finally Salesforce will send a kind of OTP kind of message, and the concerned person needs to enter that, and then only he can actually log into Salesforce. Then only he can log into Salesforce. Okay, please note. Next. So what will happen now? That now look at this. Now imagine a situation. Let's say Ajay, his IP address is matching. Let's say his IP address is coming in this range. So Ajay is going to enter ID password in Salesforce. No problem. Everything is smooth. Everything is good. But what will happen with Vijay, that we are going to see in the next session. So let's meet tomorrow.